Hello to everybody, FutureTrend channel is again with you. Today is 13th of July 2018. We start our everyday's analysis of major currencies. As you could see, the market are still ignoring the fact of deepening relations regarding the trade conditions between such kind of economies like the United States and China. Probably the market is waiting for the response from the Chinese side to the last series of imposing tariffs against 200 billion of Chinese goods importing to the United States. Anyway, the market is lacking momentum regarding such kind of fears, concentrating on the economic news. And yesterday, the economic calendar for the United States was more or less successful. As you know, the consumer price index in the United States came in expected numbers of 0.2% of core inflation on the monthly basis. That means that overall inflation on a yearly basis raised a little bit to 2.3%, much higher than, for example, comparing to such kind of countries like German and French. And as you could see yesterday, the French final consumer price index came in below expectations. That further deteriorate the prospects of higher interest rates in Europe when we see the higher hopes for interest rate increases from the part of the Fed. And that means, of course, that from a longer term point of view, the United States dollar should remain supported, should remain buoyant. At the moment, from technical point of view, the euro continue to look rather weak. To change the situation overall from a longer term point of view, the pair should break above 119.82, where lies its moving average 200 daily line, as well as psychologically important barrier 120 and the highs of May, or the middle of May, registered at 119.96. Overall, the pair is still trading much lower these levels. Anyway, to the downside, we also mention a kind of strong support around the current lows located at 115. Despite of that, both of fundamental and technical reasons arguing for lower price of the euro dollar. That's why we don't to hurry up with our intention to buy the euro dollar at the current levels, but anyway, we suggest that in case of deepening conflict between China and the United States regarding trade relations, also we expect that sooner or later the European and other developed nations should come in better economic indicators, and that should mean that the story of higher interest rates, not only in the United States but overall in the world, should be back on the table, and that should mean that normalization of interest rates globally will be back in focus of investors, and that's why we suggest that sooner or later the United States dollar will be retreated. As regarding other currencies, the dollar yen is much higher, 112.58 at the moment. Also, the pair is supported by higher Japanese stock indices. As you know, Nikkei 225 is really looking very strong at the moment, also with some other parts of the world, probably excluding European side. Cable is still experiencing some troubles of any kind of upside upside potential because of a muted political situation in the UK. And finally, some words about the dollar Swiss. The dollar Swiss, we closed our position in the dollar Swiss yesterday at at the level of 0.9995 above current highs, and that means that probably in the foreseeable future the pair should remain buoyant, and that's why we suggest at the moment to buy the pair on a possible retest of its underlying bullish trend located at 99.85. We will be ready to buy the currency on a possible undershooting of level of 0.9910 with a stop below 0.9885 or 0.9880, where lies the underlying bullish trend in the currency. In the longer term run, this pair continue to to test its current highs located around 10055, as well as probably the highs of 2017, excuse me, located at 10335. That's the next upside target for the dollar Swiss right now. Thank you very much, dear friends. Thank you for all of your support of our channel. Of course, we are not kind of superstars. We are just teaching, so we are excused for any kind of mistakes, technical mistakes. Anyway, we suggest that our strategy should be in plus, should be positive overall if we take the annual basis of trading of our company. See you later, dear friends. Have a nice weekend ahead.